Peace. Highest heart love. Welcome to the YouTube live book reading of Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures great and small. I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel Riley, and we have another level up in this book. So, this is going to be really good. We are now in part 2, the Winged Enchantment. If men had wings and bore black feathers, few of them would be clever enough to be crows. By Henry Ward Beecher. We are starting with chapter 7. This is awesome. Welcome, everyone. Feast, feast. All right. Chapter 7 of Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. Great master. Here we go. Chapter 7 is at page 73 for those reading with us. Highest heart love. Thank you. All right. Working with bird medicine. Birds are a part of our everyday life. Most people pay little if no attention to their presence, and when they do, most attention from a spiritual perspective is focused upon the birds of prey, of which there are about 420 different kinds. Birds of prey are often considered the aristocrats of the bird world. They have long been commanding symbols of authority, evoking feelings of beauty, power, and majesty. Their piercing eyes, sharp beaks, and strong talons reflect a noble power, so most people find it easy to exalt in them. In examination of the medicine and power of birds, though should not be limited to birds of prey alone, almost every bird has had some ancient symbolic association with it. Woodpeckers were symbols of magic and rhythm, and the raven was the bringer of light to the Athabascan Indians of Alaska. To the ancient Hermeticists, the pelican was a bird of self-sacrifice because of a folk tale of how it fed its young from the blood of its own breast. Birds have been symbols and signs for pagans, Christians, seers, prophets, native people all over the world. All birds are governed by instinct and reflex. They have an ability to react automatically to whatever data presents itself to them. It is part of their survival instinct. This same ability to respond automatically from an instinctual and or intuitive level is what any bird totem can teach us to do. In this way, we can learn to use our innate intuition to ride the currents of our life more effectively instead of being bounced around by them. Welcome. Thank you for reading with us. This is the corner of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters. We're reading the great master Ted Andrews. We're now on page 74 for those reading with us. At the top, you must be careful about misconceptions of the majesty and power of birds. If you truly intend to work with the medicine and energies associated with this expression of nature, you must come to a greater understanding of birds in general. This is the first step in developing animals speak with birds. Birds have a makeup that is unique among animal life. Although the idea of being bird brained is considered synonymous with stupidity, this is a misconception. Birds are wonderful teachers. Their brains are simply adapted to the life they live. Their consciousness is in their own life process from moment to moment. How many humans can say the same thing? If humans had the ability for singularity of focus that birds do, so much more could be accomplished. The bird's body is, of course, designed for lightness. This is an essential to flight. There are only a few birds that cannot fly, the ostrich and the penguin being the prime examples. Even the bones of birds are hollow and filled with air to promote lightness in flight. Their entire metabolism is accelerated to accommodate the lightness necessary for flight. Those who align with bird totems can use the bird to help adjust their own metabolism. Working with bird medicine will result in a tremendous lightness of spirit, if not in body. This lightness is a freeing of the consciousness and can be used to develop the ability to leave the body or astral projection. The digestive system of birds is very rapid and it is often more complete than in other animals. Those working with bird totems can take clues from the specific eating habits, that's right, of their birds to affect changes in their own digestive system. Elimination, regular and complete, will be essential to develop that same lightness for flight within your life. Most birds have no structure for storage of waste, reinforcing the need for complete elimination in those working with bird totems, especially to instill new flights. And that's another reason why fasting is so great, right? Clear out the elimination processes of the body. Hi, it's Heart Love. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for reading with us. Hi, it's Heart Love and honor to all the honorable. Their accelerated metabolism causes many birds to burn food much more quickly. Thus, they often eat more often, but in smaller amounts. Nutritionists today recommend frequent meals of lesser amounts throughout the day as much healthier for the human body than the traditional 3 full meals per day. Many birds focus on high octane foods for the greatest amount of releasable energy. A hummingbird burns its food at a rate in relation to its weight that is 50 times that of the human. Because of that, it is constantly searching out sugars and nectars from flowers and plants. Highest hearts love, peace can see. Thank you for reading. We're reading Animals Speak by Ted Andrews, the Greek master. Learn the language of the animals, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures, great and small. Thank you guys for the likes and subs. We're trying to get to 500 subs on this channel. So I appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much for reading books. Many birds also have the ability to develop a torpid state where the body requires less food. They slow down the speed at which they live. The heartbeat slows, breathing is reduced, and their temperature drops. In many ways, this is similar to a hibernation state found among mammals. For the birds, though, it enables them to go further on less. They are able to utilize all the energy of the food they do take in. These same abilities can be developed by those who align with their bird totems. Examine the eating and digestive habits of your birds. You will find as you work with it that your metabolism and your digestive system will begin to reflect those same rhythms and patterns. If a bird comes into your life as a totem, it will reflect a corresponding change in diet, metabolic rate, and digestion that may be necessary for your overall health and growth. Mhm. It may even reflect its necessity for your next step in your spiritual development. Remember to always ask yourself, what is this bird trying to teach me? Working with bird totems can teach you new methods of breathing that can speed up or slow down your metabolism as is needed. Birds use air and oxygen to force combustion of food. Learning new techniques of breathing to extract greater energy from your own food and body is part of what birds can teach. Experiment with new breathing patterns. Study the breathing rhythms of your totems and try to duplicate or imitate them. You will find it beneficial for those times you need to draw upon that bird's energy. Yes. Birds do not run out of breath. They literally fly into it. To make our lungs expand, we contract our diaphragm. When we relax, the rib cage moves to its regular size and we exhale. Most birds breathe in the opposite way. Their muscular effort expels air rather than drawing it in. When they relax, fresh air is automatically drawn in. This is a technique that we can develop to some degree. We cannot duplicate the process as we have a very different muscularity. A bird's pectoral muscles also operate their lungs. Ours do not. Birds also have what we would call a one-way air system. Mhm. They breathe in and through the body, thus, there is always fresh air in the lungs. For those with bird totems, this is very important. You must, for your own physical and spiritual health, have fresh air in the lungs regularly. Being outside and performing deep breathing exercises on a regular basis will be very empowering to you. It will be necessary to your overall health. Yes. This fresh air contact is most effective for those with bird totems if it involves activity, taking a walk outdoors rather than just sitting and breathing is more effective. A bird's most powerful breathing activity occurs in flight. For as it moves its pectoral muscles, the muscles that control the wings, the lungs allow air to enter. Practice trying to increase and slow your breathing rate. We know we can do this by diaphragmatically breathing, right? That's why we're masters in this, right? Keep in mind, though, that humans will not be able to duplicate the breathing rate of birds. The average human breathes about 16 times per minute, and during exercise, that will increase by 5 or 6 times. A pigeon at rest breathes 29 times a minute, and in flight, about 450 times. By working with breathing and relaxation, we eliminate stress. We also find that it takes less effort to accomplish the things we work on in our life. There is a very ancient and powerful mysticism associated with breath. Yoga is one discipline that has taught the value of varied breathing techniques to fill the body with prana or energy. And that's what I was telling you I teach for now over 20 years. Pranayama, balance and breathing. Yeah. The Chinese discipline of Qigong involves learning to channel inner energy into greater outer expression through proper breathing. Taoism has its specific teaching regarding breath and the health of the body. There are many techniques that can be used to relax the body, increase its energy, to stimulate brain function, and to correct many health problems. Breath and air are life, and birds hold the secrets to both, for it is their natural realm. We cannot explore all of their breath techniques in this volume, but in the bibliography are some sources that can help you get started. Remember that birds hold the secrets to the power of breath. The more you learn about birds and your specific bird totem, the more you will be able to align with and access the archetypal forces that manifest through it. All birds in general have excellent vision. Their vision is much improved over humans, giving them a tremendous ability to judge distances. This visual perspective is part of what our bird totems can teach us. They can help us to see more clearly that which is at a distance. Thus, they are wonderful tools for developing higher forms of intuitive discrimination. Many birds have eyes on both sides of the head. This enables them to see things approaching from more directions at the same time. Does your totem? If so, then it can help teach you to see in various directions at the same time, including the directions of time, past, present, and future. Other birds have eyes paired in front and they see the world as we do. The most common example of this is the owl. The bird's neck has much flexibility, enabling it to extend its vision to a wider area. Keeping the neck loose and flexible will be essential for anyone with a bird totem. Regular messages and stretches will not only find your physical vision improving, but also your intuitive vision as well. The neck area has great symbolic significance. It is the point of connection between the head and the trunk of the body, the upper and the lower. It is a bridge between the two. The bridge is an ancient symbol associated with joining or opening to new realms. The neck can reflect flexibility in thoughts and perceptions. If you have a bird come into your life as a totem, maybe it is because you have been too inflexible. Mhm. Are you being too rigid? Are you afraid to see what's ahead or behind you? Are you refusing to see others' points of view? Are you ready to open to new vision, to new realms? Usually, bird totems also indicate a more creative outlook on the world and your life. Many birds, especially birds of prey, have three eyelids. That's right. They have an upper eyelid like ours. The owl especially moves the upper eyelid much in the same manner as humans, giving it a human appearance. Birds also can also have a lower eyelid. This one is usually closed while sleeping. Hawks close their eyes by moving the lower eyelid up. There is a third eyelid called the nictitating eyelid. Mhm. It moves side to side to moisten and clean the surface of the eye and to protect it against the wind when flying. Three is a traditional number for creativity and new birth. Since it is associated in this case with the eyes, it will reflect new vision. A little meditation on the eyelids will elicit some dynamic insight into the way vision is going to shift in your own life. It is always a good idea to study the flight patterns and behaviors of your bird totems. This will elicit much information. Aspects of this will be covered in the next chapter on feather magic. All birds fly in two basic ways. One, by flapping the wings, and two, by gliding and soaring. Most utilize a combination of the two. They also will use the natural currents to gain altitude. Anyone with a bird totem should learn to recognize and utilize the natural currents in their own life. This, more than anything, will bring you the greatest success. These, there are times to flap and times to glide. As you learn your bird's natural rhythms, you will find your life taking that rhythm upon itself. When that occurs, you will find you expend less energy and accomplish more. And we'll pause right here. Continue back with this wonderful book reading. Thank you guys for being here and reading with us. Hi, it's hard. Oh, welcome, everyone. Welcome you to Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals by Ted Andrews, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures, great and small. I want you to have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Thank you guys for all reading with us. Thank you for being honorable reading. You want to breathe really fast with me? Okay, makes sense. It's a great Wednesday, so we're manifesting this greatness. We're going to have a wonderful meditation later, right? So let's breathe. Just concentrate a little bit in breathing in through the nose, bring it up, down to the diaphragm. Highest heart love and honor. Thank you for breathing with me. Thank you for reading with me. We're going to have a wonderful meditation later on. Hope you join. Praying for all our families and friends, great health and prosperity. And then we have the Wednesday grocery giveaway here in LA. So, giving away food and great nourishment, sacrament to the people in our community. Highest heart, love, and honor. I will see you soon for picking up with this new chapter in Animal Speak. Thank you guys for being here. Highest heart, love. Love to all the family and friends. I love you. Peace, peace.